Hi everyone. Hey everyone. Hi, this is Karen with Over the Earthsea Moon, and I'm excited to be here today and to give you some tips on this little thing right here. If you've used this, let me know. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, and you're wondering what that little plastic thing is. I'm curious to know if you know what this is for. And you probably can tell there's something about it in my post description, so you might be able to tell from there. But let me know if you're watching live with me. Say hi right now. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and put replay. I'm just going to check and make sure I'm all good to go here. All right, looks like I'm fine. I'm just going to go ahead and pour some paint. I've got DecoArt Peacock Teal here. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit of that. I'll just paint a little bit in this background, and then I'll show you how I'm going to use this little thing to clean out my brush really well. All right, so a little peacock teal and a little bit of the sea breeze. Aren't those beautiful colors? So I'll just get my brush wet, and I'm actually going to pour back some of this water. I want to make sure I have enough water to demonstrate how to clean these, so I don't need a ton here. How is everybody? Are you having a good Monday morning? Happy Monday. So a little bit of this darker peacock teal, and then I'm just going to come in, and I usually do this technique when I'm coming over like a pre-painted background, but the white can serve as a third color almost, and it's kind of fun to cut in around things that you've already painted, and I like the contrast of the colors together. And that little white is going to give us a little pop too. So usually I don't do that, but it is kind of fun to see how this is coming together. All right, and then once I've done a little bit, that wasn't the purpose of me calling you here today, but I'm going to just show you how to wash your brush. And I've noticed this is a really good way to get all of the paint out of your brush. Sometimes, especially with a darker color, it's still lingering in your bristles. You can get that. Sometimes if you get the paint all the way up to that silver part, that ferrule, it will be really hard to get out. And then you get the brushes that are kind of getting that paint that is stuck way up at the top there, and it's really hard to get out. So this background I'm just doing a little bit to catch your eye as you're scrolling through, but I want to show you how to use this thing. I bet you could figure it out. If you can take a guess, go ahead and put in the comments what you think, how I'm going to use this. It's pretty self-explanatory, but it is kind of nice to have just something like this when you take it by your sink or wherever you're washing your brushes. And look at how that pretty pop of color. I love that. A little bit of vintage fun there, right? Okay, so I've got the paint. Maybe I'll get a little darker color on my brush just to get some more intensity. Hey, Wendy, nice to see you. Okay, so I'm going to get that black mixed in there, really get it in there. I'm going to exaggerate this. Yeah, exactly, Gina. She says scrub it over the bristles. Okay, so I got a really big mess. I'm going to just like wipe that and get that paint right in there. This is not something I would recommend. You don't want to get your paint all the way up there, but I noticed when I was teaching kids, it would be hard to get that paint all the way out. So I'm going to do my usual, get it all rinsed out here. And you're not going to jam your brush in. That was the other thing. I always had to make sure that the kids were not like pushing their paintbrush in. It was, I don't know why it was so tempting for them to just want to do that, but you just want to gently press and then wipe it off. And if you take your brush and you squeeze it between a paper towel, you're going to get a lot of that paint out. Okay, so I'm going to do this another time here. Okay, wipe it off. And this is a rag actually, but you can see there's a little less now. I know my paint water is pretty dirty, but usually you can still get some out. So I'm getting less and less paint in there. And even now I'm going to go ahead and pour this in here. I'll get some fresh paint water, or fresh rinsing water. Okay, let's rinse it out again. Sometimes you think you've got all that paint out when you go to the sink. See, most of that is gone now. And I will do my little squeeze test here. and most of it's out, right? So there might be just a little bit in there, so you can actually use soap for this. I should have grabbed some of my Master's Touch stuff, but whoops, hold on one sec. But this will still give you the demo, so you can wipe it on there, and then you're going to just run your brush over those bristles. Okay, and this is called, I looked it up, I ordered it, I have an affiliate account through Stencilsmith, and they have a sale right now. It's only $2.99 for one of these things. It is on Amazon for $4.65 as of this viewing today. So you see how the black paint is still coming out of there? Okay, so let me rinse this off here. I'll pull that off, and I'll go to this side. But you can actually get 15% off, and you can see it's still coming out of the bristles and out of that ferrule part. So if you use my affiliate code, you can get that extra 15% off, and it's if you're using it to get any other things like stencils, they've got stencil brushes. Yeah, I know, isn't it crazy, Gina? Still more is coming out. I'm going to just squeeze it. There's a little bit of paint still on there, a little bit of that dark paint. Let me see if I can pull this off even a little bit more. It's surprising. And the nice thing is, if you have a brush that's kind of seems like it's a little bit wrecked, where you the bristles are a little bit like they're coming out at the ends, you could try to clean it and see if this would help. So I still might even have a little bit more there, but it is pretty good at this point. And I'll show you what the bristles look like once you get them all cleaned out as much as you can. I would still, maybe I'll pour this out and get some even more clean water for you guys to show. So let me show you. So one more time here into that perfectly clean water. There's nothing coming out there. I'll just see if I can get it any more clean. I think we're pretty good at this point. But it's a nice little tool. I think I'm going to get a couple more just for my sinks in my house. Yeah, there's still more coming out. Isn't that crazy? It might have helped to have a little bit of soap mixed in with this, but it's kind of crazy that so much is coming out, right? Good morning, Tamara. Nice to see you. Okay, so I'm just demonstrating this little tool. You can get it on Amazon. It's also at the Stencilsmith. I have an affiliate with them. Okay, looks really good. And your bristles should, when you get done cleaning your brushes, you're going to want to just pinch them on the ends, or, you know, pull them if it's a round brush. And then hopefully you get a nice chiseled edge. This is an older brush, but let me just flatten, flatten, flatten. And then kind of, while it's still pretty wet, you can squeeze it together and try to get that nice chiseled edge. Okay. So that's my little trick for Monday today. Whenever you're watching it, say hi, and I hope that helps you. So you can get it at Amazon, and it's called the Royal Brush. So that's the company, like Royal and Langnickel, Royal Brush Scrubby Grooming Pad. Okay, or if you get it at the Stencilsmith, look under their supplies, art supplies, and you'll see it right there. It's on sale. So have a great day, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed this. All right, I'll talk to you soon.